Hey everyone, Luckman back at it again with another new tutorial series. Today we're going to be making a simple single-player horror game similar to the likes of Jim's Computer. This is definitely a kind of series for beginners who are new to Roblox Studio, and hopefully you guys will find it fun, intuitive, and easy. Let's get right into it. Alright everybody, we are in Roblox Studio now, so let's get to work. Now, there's a couple things you're going to want to add to your game before you begin coding, which are kind of objects you want to write scripts around. So basically, Jim's Computer specifically is just a bunch of scripted events that happen in sequence to scare the player and give them a sense of suspense. So you want to have a bunch of objects in your game that will have scripted events. So I have a door, I have windows, and I have a TV. And so basically you want to make a model of all the parts you're not going to use, and then you want to drag everything else that you plan on using outside of that model so they could be easily used. So let's get right into the coding element of everything. So you're going to want to go to your starter GUI and you're going to want to create a screen GUI. And then you can call that screen GUI whatever you want. You really don't have to rename it, but I'm going to just rename it myself for my convenience to main. And then inside of main, you're going to want to put a frame. And in that frame, you're going to want to go to the size here. And you're going to want to set it to 10. These little zeros here, you're going to want to change them to 10. And then you're going to want to set the background color to black. And then inside of main, not inside of the frame, but inside of main, or the screen GUI you make, you're going to want to put a text label. And then drag that text label to the center of your screen until it locks in like this. If I can get it to lock in like that. And then you can go down here and edit your text here. So I like to pick a bit of a cartoony font for a game like this that has kind of an upbeat day and then a spooky night. So I'm going to pick this font, and then I'm going to do text scaled. I'm going to set the text color to white, and I'm going to scroll up, and I'm going to set the background transparency to 1. And then we're going to go down, and we're going to change the text to nothing, so we're just going to change it to a space. And we are also going to make the frame, we're going to make the background transparency 1. Okay, so now we're going to create a script inside of main, and we're going to call it handler. If I can write it correctly. Okay, and handler is going to basically handle our entire game. So we're going to do, okay, the first thing handler will do is it's going to wait 0.1 seconds, and then it's going to set the transparency of the frame to visible. Let's actually define some variables at the start of this. So we're going to do local frame equals script.parent.frame, and then we're going to do local label equals script.parent.textLabel, and then we are going to do frame.transparency or frame.background transparency. My bad, is going to be 0, or it's going to be 0. And then label.text is going to be day 1. And then that's gonna be on screen for let's say 3 seconds, or let's do 4 seconds. And then frame.background transparency is gonna be 1, and label.text is going to be a nothing again. And we are going to add a spawn location because we haven't done that just quite yet, or maybe I have already. Sorry, my bad. And then I'm gonna hit play. And my screen should go black and it should say day 1, as you can see, and then it should go away shortly. And there we go. So actually for ambient, okay, so now let's do a little bit more with this. So let's wait 1 second. So, and then we'll do label.text equal to I should go inside my new house, because I'm going to call this game like Dan's new house or something. I don't know what I'm going to call it, but So you could use this text label here to present objectives to the player so they kind of know what they should be doing, or you could kind of present a potential threat to the player to freak them out. So that's what we're going to be using it for. Now, to make them go inside the house, I'm going to implement something with the door. So for the door, I'm going to add a click detector, and then inside said click detector, I'm going to add a script. I'm going to do script.parent. Mouse click connect function. It's going to look like this. Then I'm going to do script.parent.transparency equals 1, I believe. Yeah, 1. And then script.parent parent. Sorry, my bad. Script.parent.parent.can collide equals false. And then we're going to wait like 2 seconds, and we're just going to undo those things so the door can return to a natural state. So we're going to hit play. Day 1. And say, well, I don't know what to do. I should go inside my new house. So, and then I haven't actually coded this text to go away. So we just click on the door, and then we can walk right in, and it resets. So let's wait 1, and then we'll do label.text equals, and then we'll do space. And I'm also going to set text scaled on the label to true, or it already is true. Let's just up the text size then, just so it's a little bit more visible. So let's do that again. Day 1, of course. I should go inside my new house, and then you open the door up. Okay, so let's add a little bit more to this. So this is, it's a fairly basic game to code. You just kind of hard code a bunch of elements to it. So let's add a part here. And we're going to surround this part around our little bed. And then we're going to make it completely transparent. And actually, you know, we're not going to make it completely surrounding our bed. My bad. We shouldn't do that. We should do it like this. Make it completely transparent. And then we're going to turn can collide off. And then we're going to rename this part to touching bed. Okay, so, and then once you go inside the house, so here's what we'll do. We'll have a little bit of a trigger here. So when the door is pressed, so we'll just do game.workspace.door.clickDetector mouse click connect function. Right, we're going to do the same thing we basically did in this script, but in the handler. And then we're going to do label.text equals I'm tired after moving. I should go to bed. And then we're going to wait. Let's do 2.5 label.text. And we're going to set it to a space here. So now if we hit play here, day 1. Okay, I should go inside my new house. We open the door here. I'm tired after moving. I should go to bed. And now let's code the bed part. So we're going to do game.workspace.touchingbed touch connect function. Then we'll do frame.background transparency equals 1. We'll do game.lighting.time of day. So right now the time of day is, actually we'll change the clock time, not the time of day. We're going to set it to 23, which is nighttime, I believe. 23 is nighttime. And then we're going to add a sound so you kind of feel uneasy. So let's just get a walking sound. And we're going to put this in workspace, and we're going to call it walking1. Then we're going to go back to our handler, and we're going to do then we're going to do game.workspace, and then .walking1, and then we're going to do play here, like that. And then we're going to wait 3 seconds. And we're going to do label.text. I think I heard something. I feel uneasy. And then we're going to do wait 3 seconds. We're also going to modify this a little bit. I'm going to go back and change a couple of these things. I'm just kind of laying down the groundwork for what our game is going to be. And then we're going to wait 3 seconds, and then we're going to do label.text equals I feel safe again. I should go back to bed. We also want to do after the wait, we want to set our frame transparency to 0 here. So now let's go ahead and test it out. So day 1. Okay, I should go inside my new house. We walk inside. I'm tired after moving. I should go to bed. So the touch bed doesn't appear to be working. Touching bed is not a valid member of workspace. So sometimes this could happen. I didn't anchor touching bed, so there's a chance it just fell out of workspace. So I should go inside my new house. We open the door, and then we stand right here. So I kind of messed it up a little bit. So this is supposed to be 0, and this is supposed to be 1 right here. Okay, so I think I should go inside my new house. We open the door. I'm tired after moving. I should go to bed. And then we walk to bed. Here's some footsteps. I think I heard something. I feel uneasy. So as you can see, the event kind of repeats itself. So we need to do something to prevent that happening. So let's do that. Alright everybody, so to prevent the events repeating themselves, we're going to add something like, we're going to add a value to represent the stage of the game the player is in. So we're going to go to workspace, and we're going to add a integer value. And we're just going to rename that value to stage, and then we're going to go to our handler script. We're going to do local stage equal game.workspace.stage.value. So now we have our stage here. So after this point, we're going to set stage. So stage equals 1 right here. So after day 1 starts, we're going to set the stage to 1. So after they enter the door, we are going to, so we're going to, actually in the store thing, we're going to do if stage is 1, then. And we're going to put this code here into here. And we're going to set, we're going to say stage equals 1.1 now. And then the touching bed thing, we're going to do if stage equals 1.1, then, and we're going to put all of this in here. And then we're going to do stage equals 1.2. So let's hit play real quick just to test this out. So we have the stage right here. So it says 0. So we walk in. Okay, so we're going to do this a little bit differently. So we're going to remove that, and then we're going to do stage.value equals 1. So every use of stage we're going to replace with stage.value. Okay, let's try that again. So now if we go to here, it says 1. We walk in here, it still says 1. Okay, everybody, sorry, I figured out the issue. For some reason, integer values can't have decimals in them. I didn't know that. So you're just gonna want to, instead of stage 1.1 and stage, it's just gonna be stage 1, 2, and 3. So if stage dot value equals 2, then stage dot value equals 3. So hopefully you're all caught up. So now we can continue this. Now I'm gonna actually add a little bit of a wait here. So between the sound effect playing, so I'm gonna let the black screen be there for 1 second. Now we're gonna wanna continue this. So if stage dot value equals 3, then so we're actually going to set the stage dot value to 1000 here, because we're never going to reach this point. So stage dot value, when we set it to 1000, it's just so nothing can happen. So basically, by the time you can go back to bed, we're going to set the value to 3, so the game knows that you're able to sleep again. So now that we did that, we could do background transparency. We could just basically take all of this and then uh, frame dot background transparency equals 1, label dot text equals, I think I should go outside and get some fresh air. And then let's set the clock time back to 12. So let's hit play. I didn't actually change the state here, but it should still work just fine. So let's walk over here. I should go inside my new house. Let's open the door. I'm tired after moving. I should go to bed. I think I heard something. I feel uneasy. I feel safe again. I should go back to bed. So I actually made a little bit of a mistake here. Instead of putting just another if statement, we need to put else if here, and we need to remove the end from the end of this if statement here, which basically means if it's this, it will do this. If the stage value is 2, then it will do this stuff. But if it's not 2, then if it's 3, it'll do this stuff. And if it's neither of those two things, then it will do neither of those two things. So let's hit play, and it should be all up and running and functional now. Day 1. So let's walk in, open the door up here. Let's get to bed. The footsteps. I think I heard something. I feel uneasy. I'm freaking out. Feel safe again. I should go back to bed. We go back to bed. I think I should go outside to get some fresh air. Now, of course, I didn't change the state, so let's get that done real quick. So stage dot value equals 4. And then let's set, so every time before wait, we should, like in this scenario here, we should set the stage dot value to 1000 here, just in case. So now the goal is to go outside. So let's have a cutscene play outside. So let's have a part to detect if the player is outside. That will only be applicable if they are at a specific stage. So let's call this part touching grass. Now let's go back to the handler, and let's do game.workspace.touchinggrass.touched connect function. If stage dot value equals 4, then label.text equals what's that sound. So let's just have some sort of banging, like knocking. Let's do knocking on wood. So let's call this knocking 1. Then we should also set the stage value to 5 at this point. And we should do game.workspace.knocking1, and then we'll play that. And then we'll wait 1.5 seconds. I should walk around my house to investigate the noise. So then, I don't know, let's put something on the other side of the house. Let's actually put a little note on the wall. Just grab a free model for it. Let's note. Then surface GUI, text label, and then usually it appears on the right. Dang, I got it wrong. Alright, and then let's set the text label to say something creepy, like, you will regret this. We'll text scale to fix that. There we go. And then let's make the background transparent. And here's what we'll do. We'll put a little pad here. And we will make it invisible, and we will do we will call it look at note, and we will turn can collide off on it. So now we'll do game.workspace.look at note.touch connect function. Then we'll do if stage.value equals 5 then. And let's do some fancy stuff with this one. So let's spawn it apart. Usually I like to put a decal on it, and I don't even put anything on it. I just do it so I could see which side is the front, which is this side. So we could delete the decal now. And let's make the brick smaller. And we'll put it up to the note. And we'll drag it out a little bit. We'll make it invisible. We'll turn can collide off. And we'll anchor it. Make sure to anchor your parts. I haven't really been doing that. If you don't anchor your parts, it could mess things up. So just make sure and go back and check to see that you've done that. Okay, so we want to have a cutscene here, so we're gonna have to do something a little bit different. We're gonna have to go into main, and we're gonna have to make a new script. We're gonna have to make a local script. I'm gonna call this local script scene handler. We're gonna go back to handler, and we're also gonna make something in replicated storage called a remote event. We're going to rename this remote event to note scene. And then we're going to go here. And we're going to go here, and we're going to do notes. We're going to do game.replicatedStorage.noteScene fire all clients. And then we're going to wait 1.5 seconds. Okay, so now we're going to go over to the scene handler. We're going to do game.replicatedStorage.noteScene.onClientEvent connect function. Here we go. So in this scene, we're going to be doing a lot of cutscene stuff if we do any more. So we're going to do local camera equal game.workspace.camera. And that's the only thing we're going to add for now. So camera type equals enum.cameratype.scriptable. And for the note, we're going to do camera.seeAframe equal game.workspace.notecamera.seeAframe. And we're going to wait 1.5 seconds. And then we're going to do camera.cameratype equal enum.cameratype.custom. So let's test this out. Zoom the camera in a little bit more. And let's test it again. Okay, so we're walking around and we go here. You will regret this. This new house is starting to freak me out. So there's a little cutscene, and I'm going to go ahead and polish up some of the scripts. But it's just going to be mainly with the label just on my end, so I'm going to go do that now. So let's go ahead and do a couple things to make our game just generally a lot creepier. So lowering the FOV will kind of make it a little bit creepier, and a little bit more cinematic, so we're going to do that as well. Because I kind of like the way things look with lower FOV, but that's just my personal preference. It's up to you. Now let's go to let's go to lighting, let's go to atmosphere, let's up the density and change the color to black and change the decay to black and we will leave it like this for now. Changes I just made definitely makes the game feel a lot scarier and spookier. Although it's up to you, because at the end of the day, the game you are working on is your game, and it's your job to make it as scary as possible, if that's your goal at least. Although in future episodes, I will be showing you how to make, your game scarier. Of course, I mean, the fog definitely adds a level of immersion to it. I also made a little bug here. But yeah, more than likely that's it for this episode. Next episode, which will more than likely be the last one, we're going to add an ending. We're going to make it a little bit scarier, and we're going to finish up a couple other things. Next episode is out right now, so if you want to go watch that, please give us some support. If you did enjoy this, if it helped you in any way, please hit that like button and subscribe. Thank you. Bye-bye.